Well, hey everybody, it's Steve at Thousand Year Home. So this is a repeat of some chickens that I just hatched 10 weeks ago. After I hatched them and started raising them, one of the hens went broody and she sat on a clutch of eggs. So I thought, oh, I'll take some of these eggs and I'll hatch them for her and stick them under there. Because it's hard being a mama. Well, while she was on the eggs, she was attacked by a raccoon one night. And as soon as I straightened that around and she was sort of okay with it, the next day, chicken snake came in after her eggs. So these guys that I had already uh, started in the incubator were without a mom because she panicked and she got off the eggs. Now she's still alive and she's healed up. So I'm going to try to sneak a couple of these underneath her tonight. When she's wild, I really can't catch her, so I'll catch her on a roost tonight and then put two under there and see if she'll take them. She might not, right? She might just, be too aggressive at them. So anyway, this is a different kind of a brood than I've had before because in the past my chicks have all hatched within 12 hours of each other from the first to the last. They're all kind of the same size, but these hatched over 3 days. And I think because it's over 100 degrees outside, the eggs had already started fermenting or whatever it is, incubating. And so as I put them in and I started incubating, they were already ahead, some of them. So I had a problem because the ones that hatched first were super aggressive, and you'll see that in the video that I have, stop motion video. They peck their feet and peck them and drag them around. It's way too rough on them. So at first I tried to move them out, and I don't know, I did a lot of different things, and then I had a brilliant thing, and I'll show you the brilliant thing. It's my birthday today, and looky everybody, I've got hatching going on. It's so cute. All right, I'm real happy. 100% humidity, or 100 degrees, 73% humidity. We really like humidity as high as it can go. And I won't lift the lid yet, but that was the egg right there. There was one egg that didn't have anybody in it. So it might take up to 24 hours for all of these guys to hatch. But that's what's going on there. All right, so as each one hatched, it was weak, and see how aggressive they are? That one with the spot on the head is the first one out, and he is so hungry compared to the other ones. But all birds will respond to this. If you cover them while they're hatching, while an egg's hatching out, and give it a couple hours, it'll calm everybody down and make everybody quiet. And chicks don't need to eat or drink for about 2 to 3 days when they first hatch. But if they're bullied around by somebody who's a few days older than them, then they don't stand a chance. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move all of these little dinosaurs. They are so hungry, like they want to eat me, you know. Look at them attack the glass. Out of here, give them water, give them some grain, and even the ones that were last to hatch, that one's still just drying out today. And I have one egg left, and I'm going to put the incubator lid down into this little wash basin. This is how I do it. And I prop it up, and I let the chicks come and go, and I give them food and water, and they're ready for it now. You saw how aggressive they were. So let me go ahead and move all of these. So I will candle that last little egg. And apologies for the weird angle, is what it is. So the way I handle this is I go ahead and just get them all out. I don't want to drop a lid on them or hurt them or anything. So each one of them I'm going to shoo out of here now. This one with the little dot on the top of the head, he was the first one out. He's my favorite. I might call him Steve after me, my little Steve. So, but he was super aggressive compared to everybody else. So, and then you see this little one that just hatched, very, very tired. All of the, they all want, all right, with the egg. All right, everybody. Go ahead, Steve, out. All right, so there we got Steve taken care of. Let me go ahead and get the incubator going again. So I'll drain the humidity water bottles that are in the incubator, and I'll put them down and then put the lid on that. Just give them a little crack so they can come and go. All right, so you know, I've got all the chicks went into their incubator, but they need to be 100 degrees their first day, and then every 3 days or so take them down, and this will work just fine even with it up as a gap in the air. So I plugged it in. There's the incubator doing the incubator things. It's 96 in there, 49% humidity. I got one last egg that I'll candle tonight, but it's probably not good. So what are these guys looking for? Well, they're looking for food and they're looking for water. So what I have here is an old-fashioned water, and I've tried the modern ones and they don't work. The glass bottom and a mason jar. Look for these, order these, don't bother with anything else. No modern plastic, it will just leak and get everything wet in there for your chicks, and it'll be quite the mess. So I'm going to fill this water up and put it back in there. All right, y'all, if this is your first time visiting here, I'm building off grid. I'm trying to make a house that'll last 1,000 years. That's what you see around me, a build project that I'm living in. Very hard to do that. But in addition to that, I do a lot of homestead and a lot of living. I've got a full-time job, so you know I pile all that on in the evening. But I have noticed on YouTube a lot of trendy homesteaders quitting, and oh, you can't afford it, and it's, homesteading's too expensive. And well, sure, it's expensive to buy land, right? But you don't have to do, you know, $1,200 chicken coops and, you know, $800 nesting boxes. I buy Coca-Cola crates, milk crates for $5, and the chickens lay eggs in them just fine. Right here, you see that? You know, yard sale, wash basin. You know, the only thing I paid for in there is the incubator under $100. You don't need to get a 40-egg incubator. Just keep running batches of 12. You could run them all the time. I could run 12 eggs all day long, all the time. You know, every 21 days, I'd be patching out between 17 and 21 days, a little patch of chicks if I so desired. I do not desire that. The 4 of those chicks are going to a friend of mine, and I'm going to keep Steve, whatever he or she is, and one other, and add them to my flock here. I'm real happy. Well, I'm going to give them to the hen that got traumatized. That's what my plan is, giving them to the hen. And if she can't, you know, I'm going to watch them. I'm just not going to throw them in there and sacrifice them. But they're the tough ones. Steve was born first. He's the tough one. Anyway, I'll give her to that hen. She smells something fierce. Oh my goodness. You know, if I took wet dog and rolled it in horse manure and put it in a wet paper bag and left it in a hot car, that's what she smells like. She smells awful. Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna bring her in. I'm gonna put up with the smell. I might even get some Dove and dish soap and gently wash her if she tolerates. She is a wild chicken, so she doesn't really like handling, but I'm willing to try that if she makes my eyes water too much. But I'll bring her in and let her try to raise 2 of these chicks. I'll give her one night, see if she bonds. If she doesn't bond in one night, then I'm going to raise them all together myself. I'll be mama hen, and but I'll get them over to my buddy as fast as he possibly can, and then I'll raise those other 2 as in my flock here. Anyway, don't. Big corporations want you going broke trying to homestead. Don't go broke. Do what your ancestors would have done, right? Repurpose, recycle, redo, you know. And you know, these chickens didn't cost me nothing, right? But I did buy Purina. I could raise my own grain if I was so inclined, but I bought Purina, and I've got that incubator. Everything else is you know, right here from the farm. So don't quit unless you have to. For health reasons, or I don't know, you get a divorce or something. I'm single out here doing this, but you know, I could see where if I had a big family out here trying to build project homestead simultaneously, it would be probably nigh on to impossible. In that case, I would have needed to buy a big RV and put it underneath something and then do the build project. But living where you build is hard. I don't think it's for people but I'm headed towards retirement, and I've got plenty of years, lots of years before I retire. So I'm in no hurry. All these are hand cut. All these timbers are hand cut. So I'm harvesting logs, cutting, doing all the work myself. I do it paycheck to paycheck, not because I don't have the money. I could pay somebody to get this done, but rather it's all that I can do in the heat, you know, at once. So, but homesteading on chickens. I don't want you going out and buying. That's just so outrageous when I see the prices. $40 for a rooster. Come on now, people. That's outrageous price. If you spend $2,000 setting up a little flock of 5 chickens, you will never ever recoup that cost ever. And so keep it real, keep it small. Deal with your organic farmer. You can buy eggs for $2 that are fertilized and incubate them yourself. Once you got the incubator, you could do it the rest of your life. And how cheap is that, right? And then you don't need fancy stuff. Now, I do have a chicken coop with the latch and whatnot to try to keep the raccoon out, but I built it myself. And I built it out of cement board. So, what I need is one of those latches with the bottom hook so the little raccoons can't get their paws on it and open just a hook latch, right? That's all they did. And brooding hen must just smell amazing because that snake got her, and then, the raccoon got her. It was awful. She's all right, but I don't think she'll bond with these chicks. These were hers, and now they're going to be mine. And I've done it real cheap, and so can you. And it's rewarding. We'll look one more time at all these chicks. Let's see. Oh, they're all out. They're all out in the thing. They're all eating. Yes, they are. Even the one that's just a few hours old decided to come out. This little guy right here. She's still a little wet if you look real close. Just hatched. And then I got one little egg in there. I'm going to candle that egg tonight when it gets dark, but I listened to it. I don't hear any cheeping in it. I don't think it took, but that was pretty good. I had 12 eggs. I knew 4 of them weren't fertile, and I knew that, so that gave me 8. What do I got here? 5 in front of me. There's 6 if that one doesn't. So one egg that I thought would hatch didn't even take, and then this egg underneath here, I don't know if it'll hatch either. Really, it needs to be 100% humidity, but I'll keep my eye on it and wrap it in a paper towel or something if it starts hatching. Alrighty, there you go. Aren't they cute? How rewarding that is. So here we go. I'll keep track of the ones I want. Steve with a little dot. Just a little dinosaur. And then how about the little baby one that also has a little white head?
So maybe the two little ones with white heads, unless they're both roosters. All right.
All right, my birthday chicks. Like, subscribe, follow me along. Bye.